Hello and welcome to From No Crypto to No Crypto, Cryptocurrency Podcast. This is Blockchain Wayne coming at you live this August 3rd, 2018. This episode is brought to you by Concierge Club. Concierge Club is a mobile private key and key wallet and point of sale solution. One of the most secure and fastest point of sale solutions out there, helping to bring cryptocurrency mainstream. Today's market update, Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market is up just under 3% in the last 24 hours. We got a little worried there for a second with the dip. But things seem to have recovered a little bit and still in a very unsure zone, but we are going to roll with it as it is. Hopefully we can hold this $7,300 to $7,400 support level and make some moves up coming out of the weekend. So the most excitement we've seen in a long time was earlier today, was short-lived when it was realized that the website CoinMarketCap had a glitch in its calculations, showing a massive increase across the market. One of the exchanges even showing Bitcoin from CoinMarketCap's website selling as high as $12,000. Couldn't get in there fast enough to make a sell order. CoinMarketCap quickly tweeted, "We are currently aware of an issue with the data. We are pulling in, we are investigating this matter, and we'll follow up with more information shortly." Now, the first reply to that tweet, have to share this with everybody, it was hilarious. A Twitter user by the name of Amit, A-M-I-T, says, "Just ran into the boss's office and told him to go F himself. Then realized CoinMarketCap had issues, had to run back in and tell the boss I was just kidding. CoinMarketCap, help, I don't have a job now." So hopefully Amit is just joking. If not, oh well, maybe somebody on here will be able to hook up with them and give them a job. So let's look at some of the top stories of the day. A lot of exciting things. Most of the stories I bring to you are ones that focus on bringing cryptocurrency mainstream, showing mainstream adoption, and heavy institutionalized adoption from major corporations. So in biggest news today, Intercontinental Exchange, better known as ICE, which is the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, has announced that they will list a Bitcoin futures contract and form a new company whose mission is to make Bitcoin a mainstream financial asset. So what they're going to do, they made the announcement today, revealing a new platform, Backed, B-A-K-K-T. It's been developed in partnership with a variety of blockbuster names. Some of you may know Microsoft, Starbucks, BCG. What does this mean? As they partner with these firms, you may one day, and we knew this was coming, one day soon you'll be able to walk into Starbucks and purchase your latte with cryptocurrency. So a lot of exciting things happen there. Also, leading crypto exchange Coinbase, they just announced yesterday on the podcast that they're enabling GBT, the British pound support for UK-based customers on their site. Today, they are rolling out new e-payment apps for web-based marketplace. This will roll out and with WooCommerce, which is going to bring it to tens of millions of merchants that will have the ability to accept cryptocurrency. Because that, in my opinion, that is more important than what we've been talking lately about Bitcoin futures, as far as, the SEC approving heavy Bitcoin futures. Mainstream adoption, where millions and millions and millions of users can have exposure to either pay in cryptocurrency or accept cryptocurrency as payment. That is what we're looking for to move this thing forward. WooCommerce, it drives as many as 30% of all websites, according to reports. So the blog states the e-commerce software runs around 28% of all online stores. That's who Coinbase is partnering with. So looking for some big things to come out. Coinbase is quoted as saying this increased access will lead to more widespread adoption and ultimately move us closer to our goal of an open financial system. That's what we're looking for, fellas. All right, so moving along, Coinbase has also announced that they are adding wallet service for up to 40 new cryptocurrency assets in their custodial service, which is called Coinbase Custody. Now, this doesn't mean they're coming out saying that you'll be able to start purchasing 40 more cryptocurrencies on their Coinbase platform. But what that does mean is they're looking for storage only at this point, to where you can hold up to 40 additional cryptocurrencies on your Coinbase account that you may transfer in or transfer out. Some of the ones being considered include Ripple, EOS, Monero, VeChain, Cardano, Bitcoin Gold, and Telegram. So exciting things coming. Based on there, it's typically only a matter of time. My guess is you may not see all 40 show up as trading pairs on Coinbase's trading sites, but you could possibly see the most crucial and viable and popular ones showing up on there. All right, so moving along, let's see here. High Times Holding Corporation, which is the publication company that publishes the High Times magazine.
I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I got high.
All right, so High Times announced today that they are accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum during its initial public offering, IPO. By doing so, they will become the first traditional stock offering to accept investments through cryptocurrencies. It's another big deal. It's big in the news. And as we know, we joked with the song there, but marijuana adoption is getting further and further passed in more and more legislatures in many states. You've seen it become legalized in most states medically and in several states recreationally. So it's only a matter of time. High Times is obviously just a magazine centered around that, but big things coming that they'll be able to accept cryptocurrency through their IPO. So last bit of news today, and it's also going to lead into our scam corner, where I talk about how to be aware of certain scams that are out there, but this one is not a scam, which is Genesis Mining, who is a provider of managed cloud mining, one of the largest mining operations in the world, announced that it's resuming operations in the United States. Now, they had paused this back in March after South Carolina regulators issued a cease and desist order. Well, those same regulators withdrew that order against the firm. So contracts serving U.S. residents have been disabled for 5 months. Before even reading this article, I knew they were back on because my email already started to get their email sent out from Genesis Mining talking about they're open for business with contracts. So that is good news. There are some legitimate mining companies out there. The biggest debate now is whether they are, when you purchase a mining contract, are you purchasing a security? Is it not a security? And if it is a security, they're not registered with the SEC. They are selling unregistered securities, which is hence why they get the cease and desist orders. So while going into this, I do want to talk about how to identify fake mining companies versus legitimate mining companies. There are mining companies that you can purchase contracts in, and then there are some that basically what you want to look for, anyone that guarantees a specific rate of return, especially something high, whether it's 5% a week, 1% a day, whatever the case, if they guarantee a percentage, no mining company can guarantee a percent each day. Typically, when you see that, that's your first red flag. Second thing you want to do is research the company. Perfect example, mining company back, I'm guessing about 6 or 7 months ago. A friend of mine called up, wanted me to take a look at, see what I thought, wanted me to get involved. It was a startup company, look into it. And looking at the website, just there were some red flags. There were some issues with the website not being fully functional. And then on top of that, looking up the executives of the company, and you try, typically when you look up those executives, you can find information, whether it be Google, LinkedIn, or other social platforms. You can find some kind of digital trace of those individuals. Nothing can be found. That typically ended up being a scam. Also, when you think about one of the biggest ones to rock the cryptocurrency world over the end of last year into the beginning of this year, USI Tech was a company that claimed they were doing trading and mining, but for the longest time, they would not provide any proof of mining. Now, what I mean by proof of mining is when you're mining, whether it's on the Ethereum blockchain or the Bitcoin blockchain, everything you are doing is public ledger. You can go to the blockchain and you can see that. So you can go to the public blockchain. You can't manipulate that information. You should be able to see them mining. USI Tech for the longest time did not show up. When they finally did show up, you looked at what they were mining and it wasn't enough to sustain the company, as opposed to companies like Genesis Mining. They hold a large portion of what is being mined. And then also, for example, another mining pool that you can join, which is BitClub Network. BitClub Network is visible on the blockchain. You can log in, see what they're mining. And again, they don't promise any specific rate of returns. When the prices started falling and difficulty went up, yes, the mining earnings went down, and that is typical. And it's also why you saw a lot of the mining companies fold up, but new ones are popping up every day. So just keep in mind, do your due diligence when it comes to looking at mining companies. There are very few out there. I can tell you a few that I've seen that are legitimate, which are, like I said, Genesis Mining, BitClub Network, Mintage Mining through a company called Nui. Other than that, they're few and far between. I'm not saying there's not others, but make sure you do your work, do your due diligence. If you have the opportunity to tour the mining facility, that is also good to actually see things at work, because that gives a little bit more legitimacy. And instead of sending your money to someone you've never seen to a facility that supposedly is mining that you've never seen before. So that is it for our scam corner.
That's a scam!
And that is also it for our episode tonight. Thank you for joining us from No Crypto to No Crypto. Keep in mind, some of these articles that are talked about tonight will be on our Facebook page under the same name. And also, if you were looking to get started in cryptocurrency or learn a little bit more to improve your skills, our beginner's guide to cryptocurrency, which is also called From No Crypto to No Crypto, a beginner's guide to cryptocurrency, is available on Amazon. You can purchase it in paperback or Kindle ebook. When you purchase the paperback, the Kindle ebook is free. So check it out. Come like us on Facebook, follow our feed, and also subscribe and leave any comments to this podcast. Was it helpful? What would you like to hear about next time, next future episodes? Give me some feedback so we can keep this ball rolling. My goal is to give you a quick 10 to 15 minute cryptocurrency update every day. And with that, thank you, everybody. Until next time.